Okay, let's take a look at question number 3 in chapter 6. So, starting off, we have to complete the table. So we have some numbers randomly filled in for total product, average product, and marginal product. And we have to fill in the blanks. So, the first one, you add one worker, your total product is 2. Because it's your first one, average and marginal products are also going to be the same. Because your average is your total divided by the number, so 2 divided by 1, which is 2. And your marginal is the change in total product divided by the change in workers, so 2 divided by 1, which is 2. So that stays the same. Second, total product is 5, so average product is going to be total, which is 5, divided by 2. And your marginal product is going to be the change in total product, so 5 minus 2, which is 3, divided by the change in the number of workers, and it increases by 1 each time. So 3 divided by 1, which is 3. Okay, let's go back over here. Then, on the third one, we are given the average product of 3. And we have to determine total product and marginal product. Well, the first thing you could figure out is your total product, because we know total product divided by the number of workers equals average product. So what number divided by 3 equals 3? So again, you can just say 3 times 3 is 9, and you can answer that question. Get your 9, and then marginal product again is 9 minus 5, which is 4, so your change in total product over your change in the number of workers. But this is always 1 over here in this example, so it's just 4. Then the next line, we're given our marginal product, which means the marginal here, 3, is the change in total product. So from here to here, it changes by 3. So 9 plus 3 is 12. Then 12 divided by 4 is 3 for your average product. In the next line, we're given 14. So 14 divided by 5 for your average product. And the change, which is 14 minus 12, so 2 divided by 1, which is 2 for marginal product. Here we're given the 1, so we know it increases by 1, it goes to 15, and 15 divided by 6 is 2.5 for the average. And in the last line, we're given the 15, so 15 divided by 7 is 2.1 for your average, and 15 minus 15, which is the change, is 0. So 0 for your marginal. In B, how many workers are being used when the point of diminishing returns first appears? So diminishing returns excuse me, is where marginal product falls. So it's increasing from 2 to 3, it increases from 3 to 4, and then it falls from 4 to 3. So this one here, then where it falls for the first time, is at 4. So 4 workers. Back to the question. How many workers are being used when total product is at a maximum? Total product is at a maximum, but you'll see here it's 15 twice. But total product is at a maximum when marginal product is 0. So it's at 7, because marginal product is 0 at 7, so that is where total product is at a maximum. What is the most productive output? Well, you can look at your thing here. Okay, so your most productive output, if you look here, it's 3 is here twice, but it occurs when it equals the marginal product. So when your average product equals your marginal product. So even though it's 3 and 3, it's your second one. It's when these two are equal that is the correct one, and that is at 12. So the most productive output is average product equal to marginal product at 12. Okay, that's it for that question.